Okay, let's get into this right here. The Pacers destroy OKC in another funny business game that the NBA has provided to us in the NBA Finals. And just in the NBA in general, folks. I mean, is this some kind of joke? Come on, man. Let's stop. And this is why the NBA is dying, folks. This is why the NBA is dying right here. Like I said, we've seen blowouts in the finals before by other teams. But again, folks, this is supposed to be a historic team. A historic team. On defense, in offense. Let's stop. We'll get back to this Pacers game in a minute. But LeBron James steals the shine again. Steals the Thunder again. From the Thunder. From the Pacers. On a prime commercial to where they're asking him about his retirement. Are the rumors true? And then at the end, he says, oh my goodness, I forget what. Well, at the end, he says something about whatever's going to happen is going to be greatness or something like that. It's going to be great, whatever. But supposedly, they put up something like July 8th through 9th is basically supposed to be some time when he's supposed to make a decision. Now, somebody else told me on my post that is about, the prime commercial. Then what is it? The prime commercial, and as far as like something else is supposed to happen from the July 8th through July 11th. And I'm like, okay, I went back and watched the commercial again. It said nothing about selling something on Prime or Prime was selling something, nothing. Because it had to do with his retirement. Because the first words they asked him, it's kind of like a press conference, and he's there and they said, "Oh, are the rumors true? Are the retirement rumors true?" And then because he has zero acting skills, the guy has zero acting skills. So just like when he did that, what was it? He did that commercial with Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart is talking the whole time. He's really not even saying nothing. He's just sitting there looking like an idiot because the guy sucks at acting. But again, they ask him, were the retirement rumors true? And he basically didn't say nothing. And then he goes into this daydream of going into other jobs and basically messing them up. He went into the job doing a job doing this job, that job, and they're trying to make a funny skit out of it. How he was messing it up, being a singer, being a cook, being, just different things. And he was messing up the job. And it's just funny because he messed up his job being a basketball player. I mean, he destroyed the NBA. So that's what's so crazy about it. And then at the end, he says something about whatever it is, it's going to be great. It's going to be greatness. Expect it. Just the whiniest commercial you ever see. I mean, nobody cares about you like that, dude. Just retire. Look, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people talk about this guy because they're in it for the money. Like the Dreamers Pro and, and then his minions like that. They're in it for the money. They're in it for the money. I thought Scat was a real one. I'm going to say he's in it for the money. I don't think he talks about LeBron James for the money, but, he sold his soul and rather do other ventures as far as this YouTube thing and talking about things in YouTube for money. He's a beggar. Please subscribe to my channel. At the end of every video, he's a beggar. That's what he is. He's a beggar. Big deal, bro. We all know that the liars are going to get more views and make more money. That's just how it is, Cap. If you want to be a liar like the rest of them, go ahead. If you want to be fake like the rest of them, go ahead. That's how you make money out here. You don't live in a truthful, up and up world. The world is built on lies. The world is built on fakeness. And if you want to sell your soul for money, go ahead. People is doing it every day. People have did it for centuries. They sell their soul for money. They had no integrity. So keep doing what you do, Scap, and sell your soul. I mean, God bless the man. He always did good work. I'm not going to lie about that. But when it came down to the Joker thing and other things of late, this guy just, he's beside himself why he doesn't have 100,000 subs. Well, a lot of people don't who tell the truth, dude. I mean, go work for ESPN, Disney, Fox, like Dreamers Pro, and you get 200K. Let me ask you a question. Do you think this guy, his channel, should have more views, more subs, should I say? Should he have more subs than Scap? when Scap was on the up and up. More subs than Scap, Too Raw, Angry Old Hoops, or Sports and Fitness Rants. Now I know a lot of those guys rock with them. That's fine. You don't have to do anything I do. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just saying their channels are better than Dreamers Pro. Way better. Like I said, he doesn't do anything edgy, out the box. He's not like that, man. He don't have any video footage to provide with anything he does really. He just sits at a desk and talks. He don't really tell you anything about NBA history in general. He really don't. I'm trying to tell you, man. All he does is promote ESPN and Fox videos every other damn video. Or he promotes their channel and what they said. That's not a basketball channel. It's not. It's not a basketball channel. It's not bad. Let me get off of this guy, because you guys know I will rip this guy. And I'm not trying to hate, but this guy shouldn't have 200,000 subs. For what? Give me a break. And I liked this channel before. I used to watch this channel all the time. But when you start getting on your own platform, you start seeing things for what it is. And, I'm not scared to say what I want to say. I'm sick of hearing people saying, oh, I can't say that. I'm not going to, they're going to demonetize me. And I can't say this. Well, all these people out here lying. How about that? I can say whatever the hell I want to say. I don't care about it. If you're doing this for money, stop doing it. Stop doing it. And I know people are going to say, man, that's my hard-earned time. I'm not going to sit up here and do this, and stuff like that for no money. Bro, I haven't made one single penny doing this. And I could give a damn if I make a penny doing this. Because once you start doing it for money, and I'm not trying to say totally, if you're getting money for doing this, I'm not knocking you. But if you're sitting there saying, I'm going to be demonetized for saying this or doing that, then to me, you're worried about money. And you're starting to do it for money instead of the love of doing it for your subs and the love of doing it just because you like doing this stuff, okay? Anyways, so yeah, again, now LeBron James steals the shine from the NBA Finals. And this is what I'm talking about with these players. I'm not just going to keep putting this stuff totally on LeBron James. LeBron James is who he is. He's an entity doing the stuff he does based on the NBA let him do this stuff. If some rogue dude, well, I won't say rogue, but if anybody else in the NBA wanted to do this and get all this attention like he does, they would stop him. They will stop them. They'll be like, man, this ain't what we want for our league. This is about this. This is a workplace, guys. This is a company. The company is going to approve what they want for their company, the NBA. So Adam Silver, the Rainbow Warrior, is okay with this. He's down with this. He lets this happen. He feels like, man, this is what we need for our league. This is what you need to piss on your other up-and-coming stars. To piss on your championship game? We're continuing to put this guy in the forefront. This is the one of the most hated guys in NBA history as far as a superstar. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just like, it just doesn't stop with this guy. And it wasn't just the fact that he made the commercial and did it. It was just the fact that it had to be in the NBA Finals. You just, how much money do they pay? Is he paying? Is he paying the NBA? Like, I mean, really? He's a failure, a 4-6 failure who built super teams who never developed an overall game. Okay, you can't shoot? Fine. A lot of guys his size can't shoot. Guess what they did? They developed a post game. A paint game at that size. Hell, Larry Bird had a way better post game than LeBron James. And let's don't even talk about shooting. So what did LeBron James do better than Larry Bird that will make him a better player? Nothing. When we talk about real skills of a player, it's hard to even rank this guy top 20. Of an all-time facilitator, all-time, anything. Rebounder, perimeter player, paint player, free throw shooter, clutch player. I mean, what is it? What is it that this guy does on a high level as far as a real basketball player, but do dunks and layups, where they pretty much got rid of defense in this league? So yeah, this is what it is, folks. The most exciting thing yesterday was LeBron James' retirement on Prime. Really? Like, Prime really needs his ass to sell anything. Now Amazon needs LeBron James? I mean, goodness God. This is the most boring guy you ever seen. And if he ain't, please show us he ain't. He isn't, whatever. If you're gonna make a commercial, come out and talk, man. You say 2 damn words at the end, or a sentence at the end. That's it. That's it. I mean, goodness God. No, what does this guy buy his spot in life? Because nobody really cares about this guy. I'm gonna tell you how much anybody cares about this guy, and we're gonna get off this guy in a second. But nobody cares about this guy if he wasn't playing with Curry in the finals. He always has the lowest NBA ratings. Always. Anyways, I guess we can talk about that later on. But yeah, the Indiana Pacers, they destroyed Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm sure a lot of this stuff will be forgotten about of Game 6, when OKC beats the hell out of the Pacers Sunday night. But yeah, it's really unexcusable. It is. When we see stuff like this, oh yeah, the Bulls blew out Utah. It was like 90, some crazy scores, like 91-57 or something like that. Okay, they both were number 1 seeds. They both were number 1 seeds, folks. You don't expect a 4 seed to beat the hell out of a 1 seed in a historic 1 seed, supposedly. A historic 1 seed. I mean, give me a break. That's why people have lost all respect for this league, because of shenanigans like this. SGA don't get a pass. None of these guys get a pass. And I'm not going to try to say they weren't out there trying to score, but their defense was horrible. Chet Holmgren, where the hell were you on defense? SGA, where the hell was you on defense? Jalen Williams, where the hell were you on defense? And they've been shooting the 3 ball in this series horribly. Horrible. I haven't seen it. A 4 seed taking a number 1 seed, a historic number 1 seed supposedly, to a Game 7. This ain't no all-time historic team. Give me a break, Scap. You look like an idiot. I should have started a video. I should have started a video with you, calling you out. A Game 7 with a number 4. Come on, guy. It doesn't matter if OKC wins. You still look like an idiot. One of the biggest idiots. I would never boost these guys up in this era and fill their heads up as anything, big and, oh, they're an all-time great team and nobody can beat this team. And get the hell out of here, man. You look like an idiot. No matter if they win or they lose. They're going to Game 7, Scap. A 4 seed taking he says the greatest team of all time is being taken to a Game 7 by a number 4 seed, and they just got destroyed. And they better not lose. They better not lose. They better not lose. Or you might as well just take your channel down, bro. You might as well take your channel down. You might as well take your channel. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Now, like I said, whether they win or they lose, you're trying to tell me that this OKC team, that's what they've been saying, especially Scap, he said they're the greatest team of all time. Look at their roster. Well, look at it. One guy made an all-star team other than SGA 1 time. That's it. So again, this is the guy that told you that this OKC team is the greatest team of all time. Better than the Wilt Elgin Baylor and Jerry West team in the 70s. The Knicks team that beat that same Lakers team in the 70s. Better, let me see. The Lakers of the 2000s that three-peat. All the Bulls teams with Jordan on it that three-peated. The back-to-back Knicks teams. The Dynasty Spurs team. The Golden State Warriors team without Kevin Durant or with Kevin Durant. The 80s Celtics. The 80s Lakers. The 80s 76ers. What about the 70s Milwaukee Bucks with Oscar Robertson and these guys on it, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Better than that team. Better than the 60s Boston teams. This is what this idiot told us. This is what this idiot told us. And, well, if you look at the differential numbers, if you look at the inflated differential numbers of this era, then you'll get the numbers that you need. And if you calculate this minus plus this guy coming off the floor and the fact that nobody is loaded like OKC Thunder, we just never seen nothing like this in our lives. This proves that Joker is doing everything by himself, and what all-time great superstar has to go through this like Joker has been going through this? Please get him some help, because he's better than Kobe. He's better than Michael Jordan if he just had one Hall of Famer. What a joke. What a joke. And that's why I said, man, these guys will sell their souls for the love of money. That's what it is, guys. These guys will sell their souls for money. They will. Money is the root of all evil. Now, this should be one of the biggest watch games of all time, because they came out with the numbers. And through 5 games already. And they even said this on the Odd Couple, that, check this out, the way he said it, he said, outside the bubble, this has been the lowest ratings finals of all time. And they threw in out of home viewership. So nobody can't make no excuses about that. This is the first time they ever threw in home and out of home viewership. And he said this is the lowest ratings, he said, outside of the bubble, which who cares, man? Just say it. Don't try to exclude the bubble, because LeBron James was in it. He said like the bubble is exempt. Everybody was at home. Everybody was at home. The Super Bowl was in a damn bubble. Everybody watched it. Or whatever you want to say. I guess that's not called the bubble. The bubble was just something for the NBA, but, the pandemic. The Super Bowl was during the pandemic. And it set records, all-time watched, just like the NFL does every year. So, the NFL, they just have greater storylines, right? You had, what's this guy's name? Jalen Hurts. A great storyline, remember? He lost in the Super Bowl by inches. It was crazy. The next season, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't even make the playoffs. They left this guy for dead. Was going to fire the coach. And then they came back and beat one of the greatest teams and one of the greatest players of all time. Beat his ass up and down the field. Meanwhile, probably next year, what's his name? Oof. Too many names for me. Mahomes will probably get his revenge, right? He'll probably have a breakout season, set records and stuff like that, and probably win the Super Bowl. So they have great storylines at the end of the day. Yes, the NFL has a lot of funny business going on, but their storylines are great. The NBA storylines aren't great. They still continue. Their storyline is Bronny. Really? Bronny and Luka playing together. That's their storyline. And a loser and a cheater playing with his sons that cheated to get in the league too. Really? That's your storyline? See, I always say, he couldn't be up there with the all-time greats after 2010. He didn't have the nuts to go play Kobe in 2009, 2010. We already did the video. All that stuff was premeditated. We already found out the evidence, not only from Dwayne Wade, but from First Take the next morning after he lost to the Boston Celtics in 2010. He told everybody at the beginning of 2009, 2010 season he was going to wear the number 6 next year. That's what Skip said. Well, I think it's the moderator, because Skip said he shamed the number 23 with that performance in Game 6 against Boston. And I think the moderator said he said he was going to wear the number 6 at the beginning of the season. That's what he told everybody. So where do you wear the number 6 next season? In Miami. Why? Because the 23 was retired. So it was already premeditated. And you can say 2009 was too. He was just playing until his contract was over with the Cavs. So people couldn't be like, oh, you quit on the team or you requested a trade. Nope. And like I try to tell you, most of them series that Kobe won in 2009, 2010 in the playoffs, they went to 6. And it's just funny, LeBron James lost in 6 in 09, 2010. So it just ain't a coincidence, folks. But anyway, like I was saying, basically, we gotta, somebody's gotta delve into his real genealogy and see who this guy is. Why nobody says nothing in the NBA, why he's so important after he loses, gets his ass beat, don't have an overall game, is a failure, and why they have and continue to push this guy and his family. Because we never seen nothing like this. We've seen all-time great players fail. And then they just got, I wouldn't say walked over, but they just were just like left there as an all-time great. They weren't like, kept being promoted over the guys that were winning. The guys who didn't fail like him. Eventually they had to give the reins to Tom Brady. Peyton Manning was heavily promoted after he failed and he failed and he failed and he failed. He was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be the all-time, the greatest quarterback of all time. This was the guy. That was the guy. But he kept failing. But he didn't open his mouth and say stupid stuff and try to build super teams and make up excuses and blame. He just took the L. And he's probably, top 5 quarterback of all time? It's really hard to say. Now, if he would have got up in that pantheon, I don't know. I think he did break even. He did have some horrible Super Bowl losses and some meltdowns in the playoff games. But I guess, most people would say he's easily top 5. And that's how LeBron James could have been. Easily top 5. They're really stuck. I mean, this league is stuck. Because when this guy retires, we don't want to hear nothing from Stephen A. Smith. We don't want to hear nothing from Chris Broussard. We don't want to hear nothing from these so-called experts taking LeBron James out of 1 or 2. Nothing. We want you to keep your damn pick of where he is all time, like you've been saying. We don't want to hear if something about Balco comes out, this and that. We don't want to hear nothing. You heard all this stuff surrounding him and you said nothing. So if that goes down, we don't want to hear nothing. You got to there's nothing that should ever change your mind. You guys use this 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, 4 MVPs in these, longevity stats. Who in this era is passing that? So we don't want to hear nothing when this guy retires. The majority of the fans don't have this guy top 10. The majority. That's what's so funny to see his farewell tour. Who the hell is going to care? Nobody likes this guy. Pacer fans don't like this guy. Minnesota fans don't like. What fans like this guy? Or respect this guy? They can't tell us, folks. You got a lot of Laker fans, real Laker fans, that don't even respect this guy. Nobody even buys this guy's shoes or merch. And they can say, oh man, he's a second selling jersey. How? What does this guy pay people to say this? Who wears it? I don't see anybody wearing no damn LeBron James jersey. What is he known for that you would want to wear his jersey? When you saw, man, that dude got Larry Johnson jersey on. Larry Johnson was a monster in the post. When you wear somebody's jersey, or you see somebody wearing somebody's jersey, you think about their game. You think about Patrick Ewing's game. You think about, Muggsy Bogues' game. They'll make fun of him all they want or all they can and say all this stupid stuff, but Muggsy Bogues had game. When you saw somebody wearing a Shawn Kemp jersey, you thought about his game. You thought about Rasheed Wallace's game if you saw somebody wearing a Rasheed Wallace jersey. He was a monster in the post. He could step out and hit the mid-range, hit the three. What is LeBron James known for? He's not known for a post player. He's not known for a perimeter player. He's known for bullying to the basket in an era where they cut out defense. Imagine him playing that 2001 Trailblazers team that almost beat the Lakers. They had him down. LeBron James couldn't handle that team. They was manhandling Shaq. Good thing Kobe was there. Some other guys that hit some shots. What if LeBron James was on that Lakers team and they needed him to hit shots? He ain't gonna be able to do it, folks. It's a joke. You just couldn't barrel through the paint back then. This dude would be out of the league fast because dudes back then would just take the charge. This is easy work. This is easy work right here, folks. You just stand there and take the charge like a man. And then what's he going to do then? Is he going to keep charging the lane? No, we're going to keep taking the charge. You don't got no moves. Like Dennis Rodman said, it's easy to defend the guy. Dennis Rodman be taking all kind of charges with this guy. These guys are weak sissies and are scared in this era and in the 210s. Just stand right there and take the charge. Step up and take the charge. He has no game like that. Yes, he can shoot and hit some shots, but the majority of his shots is dunks and layups. So you'll win. If you pull Boston, you pull a San Antonio, make him shoot the majority of his shots from outside. He's finished. As great as Michael Jordan was going to the basket, he couldn't do that all game. Half or more of his shots had to be from the field, from the perimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, man. But I do apologize because I was beating up on the finals. I said they don't play until Monday again, which they should play on Sunday. I mean, to me they should play on Saturday, but they're gonna play on Sunday. I thought they played on Monday, but yeah, this should be one of the most watched games of all time. I wouldn't be surprised if it ain't though, because like they said, the ratings have been awful. The ratings have been awful. And you can, like I said, you can blame that on the commissioner. You can blame that on the NBA. They don't care about their own league, folks. This should have been easy to promote. The crazy thing is, Fox on Our Couple was hating on the NBA for not even promoting this in between games. I said that. You don't even promote your own league. This is crazy. You want me to believe these guys really make this kind of money? Oh, for entertainment purposes only, right? Okay. The same money that these guys need to go get a job after they retire, right? After they get done making tens of millions and hundreds of millions, they got to beg ESPN, Fox, and other networks, other entities for a damn job after they retire. Get the hell out of here, man. So you guys tell me what you think. It's just that game was a disgrace. It was a disgrace of basketball. It really was. It was a disgrace to the NBA Finals. OKC ain't getting off the hook with this. Props to Indiana. I'm not trying to take nothing away from them. They could have won by 10 and I would have been satisfied, or 15. But this kind of effort like that, it doesn't do anything for the NBA in the future. It doesn't. You can't make guys a big name unless you promote them first. They act like these guys are going to be big names to people without even promotion. When I was growing up in the 90s, promotion was the biggest selling thing of anything. Music, movies, sitcoms, sports, whatever. Advertising. The advertising in this era is so lazy. And it's not there. And it's probably because of social media. But tell me what you think.